Hello, 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 and welcome to this little mini reading. My name is Khadija Mitchell-Polka, and I am the host of this channel, Journey into the Soul, where I provide regular meditations, intuitive readings, and yoga nidra. So today we're just going to do a little reading. I'm going to pull a couple cards, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what comes through. Always the perfect message for whoever finds this. And sometimes we don't know right away exactly what it is that we're supposed to receive from it. And it might take a day or two, and then something happens and you're like, oh my goodness, that's exactly how that message fits into my life. So just kind of sit with this message with an open heart, open mind. And also don't feel like you have to take all of it. Sometimes things that come through aren't meant for us. We just are supposed to have pieces of them, and other pieces are meant for other people. And so I like to say, it's something I've heard from other intuitives that share these messages on YouTube. And it's take what's yours and leave the rest. I think it's a great practice to have. And you always intuitively know yourself. It's just really being in touch with that. And if you listen to your heart will tell you whether or not that was for you. So before we get going, let's just do a little invocation and centering. And so I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and bring your awareness inside. Just go ahead and shift your awareness to your heart space in the center of your chest. And gently begin breathing a little deeper and slower. As you breathe into the heart, see if you can feel your body breathing. Feel as your chest expands and contracts. Maybe notice if there's other places in your body that loosen and release as you're breathing as well. Just simply allowing yourself to be here with the breath, to be here with your heart. Knowing that if you found yourself here with this video, this is the only place you're meant to be at this time. You've been called here for a reason. If the mind comes in and says there's other things to do, or I've got to go, or whatever it is, just let the mind know you can come back to those later. And this moment right here is for you. With your awareness in your heart, go ahead and set a silent intention for yourself. Question you might have, some sort of clarity you might be calling for. And just breathe this into your heart, holding it there in this sacred and divine space. And it's in this expanded space of the heart, the now moment, that we call on our guides, our angels, and wisdom keepers of time. We call on all those that guard us and guide us through life each day and stand beside us as we walk our path. We ask that you join with us here in this space, helping to hold us in the field of love and integrity of who we truly are. We ask that you join with us here, helping us to be present, aware, and fully awake to whatever messages are meant for us today. Allowing ourselves to truly hear and receive anything that is ours to carry with us, any guidance or clarity that will help us in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Help us to hear these words with love, to feel these words with love, and to allow these words to land perfectly in our bodies that they are meant to. We appreciate your everlasting guidance. We know that you are always with us. We appreciate your protection, your love, and your care. And the space is open. So it is, so shall it be. Aho. Just going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. See what we get. Today I have been feeling a little tired, and sometimes I feel like that happens after big shifts and changes. There's been a few big shifts in my week and in my life this past week. And this morning I was receiving this message. I'm sure you've seen it on like a meme maybe at some point. And that's, when you're tired, learn to rest, not to quit, right? So, and that really kind of hit home with a message from earlier this week, and it felt really important to share on this video. And this past Wednesday, I gave a reading for the full moon, and there was this really big message that things that we've been working on manifesting it's time. They're coming. The seeds that we planted long ago are coming into being, right? And I've really seen that in my own life. I've been seeing how momentum is flowing. Things are moving in ways that I, couldn't have anticipated. And yet I still could see how in my life I was literally walking right past my manifestation and going, where is it? Where is it? And keeping my blinders up. And this morning I was reflecting on how there were moments in the past few months where I was so tired of trying, right? Actually just trying. I don't really like that word, but when you're trying, you're efforting in a way that isn't in resonance with with what you really need to be doing. And I could find myself trying really hard and getting really tired because I was overwhelming my system from this effort that wasn't actually supposed to be taking place. And how that message of, when you're tired, learn to rest, not quit, kept popping up. And I've always kind of listened to it, and you just kind of keep going with it. But it felt really important today for me to share, because I can feel that there are some people out there who've been trying for a really long time, who have been working really hard on a manifestation, who have been working really hard on, making your vision, your dream for your future come true. And sometimes it feels like you're just kind of coming up against a brick wall, or, digging in quicksand, or you're not really getting anywhere with it. And you might be literally walking right past the manifestation. Like I told you, I was walking right past the manifestation. There was a piece of paper sitting on my counter for a couple weeks that was literally a clue into what I needed to do. And I just was walking right past it every day. And so, and I it's so literal, right? There was literally a piece of paper sitting on my on my table saying, look at me, do this, do this. And I was walking right past it. So where in your life are you walking right past the manifestation? Where in your life are you walking right past what it is that the clue that you've been looking for to help you with that vision? But sometimes when we're so tired because we've been efforting, we've been forcing, we've been trying to create the outcome, as opposed like create in the 3D, create in the physical world, instead of allowing it to come to us, allowing ourselves to receive it, then we can really, really deplete our systems, because we're using far more of our physical energy than we need to be in order to manifest our vision, in order to create the life that we're trying to create. A lot of that stuff happens out here in the quantum. It happens in the very tiny of the, of the particles. It gets drawn to us when we stand firm in our intention, in our belief, and our trust, and in the vibration of what that truly is. But when we're efforting and we're forcing, we really can be going, where is it? Where is it? While looking right at the thing that we need. And so to open this reading, there really is this message of, if you're tired, if you're, overwhelmed, if you're still kind of like, where is it? Why hasn't it come yet? Well, those are the questions that are keeping it further away, because we're actually keeping ourselves where that's the blinder. But if you're asking those questions, now is the time to learn to rest. Don't quit, don't give up, don't let go, don't, say, oh, it's not going to happen. Just learn to rest. Your body is asking for rest. You need to recalibrate the system so that it can see the vision. I had to literally let go. I had to fully surrender. And it was in a moment of complete and total surrender that I saw the piece of paper and I went, oh, maybe that's the answer. And it was so simple. But yet it didn't before that day, before that moment, it didn't compute, right? Because I was just so in the trying to force, And so we can look at that and we can say, okay, where can I surrender? Where can I let go? Where can I rest and truly receive the guidance that my angels are trying to bring to me? Because you see, we're never alone. We're not alone at all. Our guardian angels are with us all the time, and all they want to do is help us. That's what they're there for. That's the role they decided to play for us. They're with us all the time, and they want to guide us. They want to give us the information. They want to help us see the piece of paper. They want to help us see the door. They want to help us see the opportunity. But we have to be open to receive them. And even in the midst of crisis, of chaos, of pain, I know, I have been there. I know how it can feel to feel so alone, to feel like you have nobody, even when you're sitting in a house full of people or when you're sitting in a room full of people. I know what it can feel like to feel so alone, but even then, we're not alone. There are energetic beings surrounding us at all times that we cannot see with our physical eye. They're with you right now. They're with me right now. And it's not about seeing them with our physical eye. It's seeing them with our spiritual eye. It's sensing them with our spiritual, like little octopus, like Italians or whatever. I don't know if that's the right word, but being able to sense them with our little feelers. And if we just can surrender, let go, rest, and just be, we can really truly feel them with us. And so as you're walking your path, and we're feeling these feelings, we're feeling maybe overwhelmed or tired or stressed out, or like we are alone. Where can we let go, right? That's what we were just saying. Where can we feel into the presence of our angels? But where can we also just learn to be the eagle, to fly above the problems of the world, to fly above the seeming issues in our life and see from a higher perspective? Where can we have that eagle eye view from the top, to where we're not looking at all the fluff that's all around us, but we're just eagle eye view right onto the thing that we need? In tune with our angels, eagle eye view right onto that opportunity, eagle eye view right onto the thing, that clue, the puzzle piece, the missing piece, right? Because when we can fly higher, fly above our problems, our pain, our sorrow, when we can fly above them, we can actually start to see them from a higher perspective, which is this card. But we can also, in that sense, seeing them from the higher perspective, we see them from a place that we've never been in before. We can start to see how they're here to teach us something, how they're here to help us guide us to that next stage in our life, how that very thing is what we actually needed to become the person we've been dreaming of. Sometimes we have these visions of who we want to be, and we think it's going to be all butterflies and roses and rainbows, right? And it's not, because there are certain things we have to go through in order to let go of who we used to be and to truly embody and become the person that we want to be, to truly embody and allow ourselves to rise into that higher essence of our being so we can truly be who we were meant to be. But that means that we have to fly above. We have to start kind of seeing life as the illusion that it is, or like I sometimes like to say, call it a video game. Like, oh my goodness, have you seen Matrix 4? That is, like, to me, the most, that is, our life is like a video game. in many ways. And we come in, we choose our avatar, we choose our character, and we say, okay, we're here, and we go through these different levels. And sometimes we get shot back way, to the beginning, and we feel like we're starting over. And other times we're propelling way forward into a whole different level. Right. And it's like, can you see what you're going through from a higher perspective as a way to advance you to that next level, as a way to advance you in your life, as actually the blessing that you were asking for to become the person that you want to be? So it's just shifting it about a little. And then our final closing card today is the Medicine Guardian. We've received this one before, and this is to be open to healing information. So how can we be more open? Be more open to the information that is all around us, that's constantly flowing through us, that is meant for our healing. And it's funny because this card fell out like 5 times, and I didn't want to accept that this was the card until obviously it is. And I can't try to like create the reading. It's all about what comes out. And because it's just such an interesting message. It means that we're literally being told exactly what it is we need to heal. We're being provided for at this very moment in the exact way that we need in order to receive that next step, in order to know what that puzzle piece is, in order to know where we're supposed to go. But if we're not open, we won't see it. We won't hear it. If we're constantly thinking, oh, I'm so alone, I have no one, then we're always going to feel alone, and we're not going to feel our angels right next to us. We're not going to sense their presence. We're not going to see them with our spiritual eye, right? If we're constantly looking at life with a narrow vision, a narrow focus on all the problems and all the pain and all the sorrow, then we can't even see the opportunity when it's sitting right in front of us. So can we fly to a higher perspective, an eagle-eye view, to see the truth, to see what we're truly supposed to see, and be open to the information that's right there? It's right there. It wants to be provided to us. It wants to help us. Our guardian angels want to help us all the time. And you know, right? All you got to do is you spend a little time going inward, spend a little time silencing the mind, feeling into them. Hey, angels, ancestors of light, where are you? I need your help. I really need your help. I need you to help me shift my energy right now. I need you to help me see from a higher perspective. I need you to help me be open to the healing information that you're providing me. I need your help. And they will always respond. It may not be in the way we expect, but they always respond. You might feel the energy of your body start to shift. You might feel tingling sensation on your skin. You might feel the temperature of the room shift. You might feel nothing, but then you leave your house and you walk out and you go, on a walk, and you find feathers, right? Or coins, or you have somebody that comes up to you and tells you exactly what you needed to hear. Like it's the perfect piece of advice that you needed. Right? Or you could be sitting at a table in a restaurant and you overhear someone else talking behind you, and they say something else to someone else that's the exact piece of advice you needed to hear. Those are all of our angels guiding us. That's all different ways that information is coming to us through the quantum field, from beyond the veil, from our guides. So let me just see if there's anything else. I think that is all. I think that's all right now for this reading. Take care of yourself. Give your body time to rest. Give your mind time to rest. And be open. Be open to the healing information. Don't be so focused on the way it's supposed to come, but be open. And yeah, I think that's it. So if anything about this video resonated with you, about this message resonated with you, go ahead and leave it in the comments and let me know, what came up for you. And yeah, it's always nice to read, and I think it helps other people too when they come and they listen to the video and they can kind of see as well, maybe that they're not alone in what they're going through. So until next time, I love you all. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. If you haven't already, you can just, if you did like the video, you can like it. And if you're not subscribed to this channel and you want more of these videos, you can subscribe. So until next time, I love you. I hope you have a beautiful and amazing, wonderful rest of your weekend, or wherever you are in space and time. And we'll We'll see each other soon.